What's going on, guys? It's MISFIT 2, otherwise known as Drosa. Today I'm going to give you a quick look at my kind of go-to gun. It's certainly the one that's seen the most use. The base is a KWA SR10. Pretty much everything internal is the same except for, I think, all I did was Miracle Barrel. That's it. Still currently doing tests in the Miracle Barrel. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. But yeah, so let's start this, huh? At first, I'm gonna give you a quick look about it, and I'm gonna talk about it actually, and how I feel about KWA and how long I've had this gun. So yeah, let's start. So first, the stock, nothing special. This is what came with it. It's just a 6-position adjustable crane stock. As you can see, mine is painted, my gun. So yeah, and then I put this. These Velcro patches here, just because it's nice and soft. I don't know, I like it. It does come with sling points on both sides of the gun. Came with a regular A2 style grip. Right now I have a Magpul PTS MOE grip. Originally it was foliage green. I had a lot of foliage green furniture on the gun. There's some pictures up on our Instagram page if you want to check that out. Pretty much I had foliage green Mo stock, foliage green pistol grip, foliage green M-bus front and rear sights, foliage green AFG, and a foliage green rail cover on both sides. So yeah, I'll try to retrieve that picture, post it here to save you the trouble of going there, so you can see what it looked like. And then this had a couple different roles before. I kind of had it like a DMR setup before, and then I had it just as a rifleman setup. So now it's kind of just like a rifleman setup. So I have this replica Elcan Spectre. It's pretty cool. I like it. You see a lot of them nowadays. Me and MISFIT 1 are talking about doing a video on all these cool little accessories. Like I have this replica Surefire scout light, and this Elcan Spectre, and you see replicas with trademarks on them, and you might be wondering where you get those. So we're thinking about doing a video on that, kind of covering base on that. Stay tuned. Yep. So moving down, this is actually a APS key mod rail system. I don't think that it's true key mod. It's kind of like their own thing, their own little take on it. It's like kind of similar to key mod. Like it uses the same kind of technique to lock the rail onto the rail system, but I don't think the dimensions add up to the exact dimensions as the real steel NSR key mod. So yeah, so this rail system is by APS. It's pretty solid. It was pretty hard to get on there. I had to kind of use my my AR wrench, and it was kind of difficult to get on there, but it's not coming off now. It's very solid. It's actually a nice finish to the rail. I know this gun has a lot going on because different things are different colors. Originally, the gun came with a Knight's Armament style free float rail system. If you don't know what that's like, it's like the one on the, actually they don't even use that one anymore. The SR7 uses it too, but it's not as long. I think this one came with a 10-inch free float Knight's Armament style rail system. You might find that rail system on like the old M110s or SR25s. I think they're phasing them out though. But yeah, this one did come with that, and then I changed it out for this key mod rail system. Usually, you might notice later on, a lot of my guns, I choose to do certain things to them for different reasons. This is actually kind of out of the ordinary for me, because this is kind of, without this rail system, it's just kind of like military gear on it, right? It has a crane stock, Elcan Spectre. I mean, you can get in the civilian market, but you don't often see it. In terms of being, an impression, the PEC 16 with the Surefire. You know, it's kind of like, especially when I had the Daniel Defense Mark 18 mid-length rail on it, it looked kind of like a military type gun. I don't usually do this where I put civilian type, you know, furniture or accessories on a gun. I really try to stick to one thing. But you know, for this gun is about pure functionality and kind of like my go-to gun. So I just, you know, went on and put that on there. Move on to the PEC 16. It is a functional PEC 16. Sorry. It has a pressure switch. I didn't even press that button. It has a pressure switch. It has dual pressure switch that came with it, actually, from a specific store called PX Airsoft. I'll post a link in the description. You find a lot of cheap stuff on that site. It's actually where I got this L-Can, the Surefire Light, and the PEC 16. And the PEC 16 came with a flashlight too. That's why it's dual pressure switch. Yeah. And this, moving forward, this replica Surefire Scout Light came with the pressure switch here. It's nice and handy. And I actually had two of these 45-degree mounts. I had one in the rear and one up front for, you guessed it, sights. So I had my iron sights in here. I actually had MBA sights I was using, which I thought was pretty, like, not interesting. But it was, you know, uncommon. You don't usually see that, so I went with that, and then, you know, I kind of scrapped the whole DMR build with this gun. So yeah. And then, see, I have this. I'm not sure who makes this grip. I'm really not sure, but it's a nice rubber grip. I actually just threw this on here because I actually had a hand stop, but it was getting in the way. The PEC 16 was getting in the way from me fully gripping the rifle, so I just took it off, and this just works better. You know, I always have my, like, this style grip where thumb is on top, and I really, you know, the stubby grip is perfect because it's only just about as much as I use. So yeah. And then I have this actually replica Surefire quick detach barrel extension. I don't really use it. I don't put the quick detach on, especially right now. I'm not hiding an inner barrel, so I kind of just want to keep it. I know it sounds stupid. I was gonna say the word minimal, but you know, you're like, minimal, dude. Look at your gun. You got a whole bunch of stuff on it. Yeah, I know, but I kind of like it. I kind of use everything. Mainly the field that my team plays at is Game Pod Combat Zone, because we are out of San Francisco, so that's kind of like the closest place. That and a couple other ones. So everything pretty much here I actually use. Believe it or not, not gonna lie. I love replicas and everything, and I love airsoft, but who uses a 4-time optic to actually aim at targets? I use it pretty much to see what, you know, to pretty much look further and kind of, you know, get a clue of what I'm looking at. And then the laser is really to point at buildings, not people. Buildings. Say, I saw 3 people going in that building, such and such, such and such. You know, just to pass information, and it's easier because the buildings sometimes aren't labeled. So you point that building, and then I have the Surefire at Game Pod. It comes in a lot of handy to disorient your opponents. So, yep, that's why I have that on there. So I know it looks like a lot of stuff, but pretty much everything is getting used. And I think that pretty much touched on everything. The barrel is the same barrel that came with the SR10. I'm not sure the length. I think it's 16. No. I don't think it's exactly mid-length. I don't think it might be 14.5. I think it's a little bit longer for some reason. I'll look into that. Yep. And let's see here. I think I covered pretty much everything externally. I just kind of want to talk about KWA though. I've had this gun for about, I say, 3 to 4 years. I want to say that. Pretty much, and I wasn't the first owner of the gun too. There's actually 3 more owners that I know of. And pretty much the only thing that's messed up on this gun and it's not even really messed up. It just comes with the territory is that I've had it for 3 or 4 years, right? Or it's been out on the market for 3 or 4 years or more, and the spring is, you know, losing power. That's it. That's it. That's it. So I really can't say enough good things about KWA. I really can't. If you ever want to get a gun that's reliable and not going to mess up on you, and it's just going to keep functioning, even with an 11.1 on full auto all day long, KWA is the way to go. I know now there's some guns that are coming on the market that are kind of like shifting, you know, the territory. Crytek is making a splash. VFC is just came out with their new VR16 lines. I know that. I know that there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of competitors. But so far that I know, from what I have a Crytek LMG, but I haven't had extensive use with it. I do plan on getting the SPR, either the SPR or the CRB, or should be thinking about getting the PDW too. I don't know. I want one of them. I have the LMG, but I kind of just want, you know, I don't know, just want a regular AR. So I might end up getting one of those, but for right now, this is my go-to gun. If I had to say, hey man, if somebody came to me and said, hey man, I'm going to give you one AEG for the rest of your airsoft career, what do you want? I'm like, anything? Yeah. Systema PTW. No, just kidding. I don't know. Some people argue that's not even an AEG, but forget it. I would say the KWA, KM4, SR10, KWA, AR, anything, pretty much. That's just me. And I know I was talking with MISFIT 1, Bradley. He wasn't too much of a believer. He kind of thought the price tag was high. It is a little high, but you get what you pay for. You really do. And he ended up converting over to KW. So it's not just me. And he was kind of, you know, kind of stubborn, but he agrees. I guess the other day we were talking about it. I was like, hey man, what's the most effective airsoft gun out of the box? He said KWA. KWA. It is. So yeah, most definitely. Well, thank you for your interest in my green/black SR10. Be sure to stay tuned for more videos. I think I'm gonna do a comparison, and we're talking about KWA. I think I'm gonna do a comparison of the LM4 and WeTech M4. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Thanks again. This is MISFIT 2 signing off.